Hello everybody, hi, my name is GoldieSims. I'm a new YouTuber, and I'm a fan of The Sims 4. As you can see, I think my channel will probably be mostly doing Sims 4 and Sims 4 speed builds. So thanks for watching my video. This is the first video I've ever made, and yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable with this whole voiceover thing. I wanted to originally do add background music, but I was having a lot of trouble finding a good one that isn't copyrighted. So I decided I would try and do this. I'm sorry it's probably pretty awkward to listen to, but hopefully I can get better at it. I've been trying to do many takes. I don't know how many takes I've done of this, but hopefully this is the one I'll use. Um, so yeah, thanks for checking out my channel. I I love The Sims 4. I've been playing for quite a while. The first game I played was The Sims 3, and then from there my love for The Sims grew. So that's just a little bit about me. And then my name, GoldieSims, it comes from the Animal Crossing character Goldie. I really love her, but I don't have the New Horizons game. I have New Leaf. But yeah, so I decided to name myself GoldieSims after Goldie. And so yeah, that's just a little bit about me. But in this video, I'm building a witch cottage. It was inspired by a picture that I saw on Pinterest, but the end result didn't really end up looking like the original image. But because yeah, I tried to follow the picture, but it just didn't really look that good when I followed it exactly. So I kind of had to change some things to make it look better and to kind of fit the theme. And so basically what I was going for in this build was kind of like a witch's cottage. There's room, you could probably two Sims in this house, but I kind of envisioned one. And then her cat. I added a litter box and some cat toys, or not cat toys, just like cat stuff that you could have for a pet. And so yeah, I think it's I don't remember how much the house costs, but it's pretty expensive. You'll see there's a pool that I added. It's supposed to be a pond, but it was a pool. So and then there's a lot of landscaping and it got pretty expensive. So yeah, and if you have any tips after watching this video for how to improve my building or improve my voiceover, please feel free to leave them. Feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Sorry, I had to cut my audio, or not cut it, just take a second break and then come back to it. Hopefully that sounds alright. Um, but so yeah, so right now we're just adding windows, I kind of had to stray. This is where I started straying from the reference picture, because as you can see I tried to fit the door kind of where those two bottom windows are, but it just wasn't working. So I added that little section. And now we ended up changing the bricks to kind of match the foundation better. And so yeah, so I think in the end, as you can see, where those little balcony spaces are, I used black like tiling on the ground, black flooring, and then brown fences. I don't know if maybe you can tell me how you think that looks. I don't know, I normally like to match it, so I would do like either brown fencing and brown flooring or black fencing and black flooring, but I tried something different, and I think I'm interested to see if you guys like it, or if you think it doesn't look so good. Um, but yeah, yeah, and I was also thinking about adding a column, but it just it just didn't really work. So hopefully it doesn't look weird, like just with the floating balcony. But yeah, and then I was trying to add a roof to that back section, but we ended up just doing another balcony, because it just wasn't really working with how the other roofs were placed. And then this is the roof coloring we ended up choosing, or I ended up choosing at the end, but I I did some I tried some other colors out, but I think I like that first dark color the best. And yeah. And then as you can see, I use a lot of Realm of Magic in this build. I like that pack. I think it fits kind of my style of gaming. I like the more fantasy. I like playing with Realm of Magic and vampires. And so yeah, I think I made a sim to go with this for my own playing. And so I think I had to cheat though, because I could not afford this just with the like startup funds. But yeah, I gave her this house, and pretty happy. I kind of like her. I'm gonna try. I don't know if there's a when I created the sim, like I don't know if there's a way, because when you add a sim, you can like add a sorcerer or add an occult sim. But she was like the first sim I created, and so I didn't have the option. I don't know. Leave in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. Like if you know how to add, like change a sim that was originally just a regular sim into an occult sim. But yeah, so now we have to like I had to take her to the magical realm to become a sorcerer. And so yeah, that's basically where I am in that gameplay. That kind of doesn't have anything to do with the build. But yeah, so here this is the pond, but it's actually a pool. I tried to make it, I didn't want it to look too like just straight, so I was adding some like more circular curves to it. And then yeah, it's pretty much supposed to surround the house, or it doesn't go all the way around in like in a circle, but it surrounds on 3 of the sides. And then this bridge was giving me trouble. I cut out a lot of the problems I was having with it, but it was difficult to make. And it did there's gonna be a staircase that goes up to the front door, and it's kind of close to this bridge, but I got it to be just far enough so it's not too weirdly placed. But yeah, hopefully you don't mind. Yeah, yeah. So while building this house, I took quite a few breaks. Like I would build and then I'd leave, then I'd come back and keep building. So it took a little while. It took quite a while to finish it, but it feels like the editing process took longer. I know it didn't actually, but it feels like it. I used iMovie, and this is my first time using it, and it was difficult. It was confusing. But I think I kind of got it. Hopefully in future videos I'll be able to edit faster and understand the controls a little better, because this this was a mess. This first process, it was a difficult one. But yeah, yeah. So this bridge, it I ended up making it white. It doesn't really most of the other parts of the house, like the windows and the fencing on the house, are brown. But I thought this kind of looked nice. A little like different, a little change in the house, in the scenery. And and yeah, I had a lot of trouble with the pool. I mean the pond, but yeah, it was kind of difficult. And then right there, it's kind of like there's gonna be like this is the main entrance where the bridge is going up to the door, but there's also a side entrance that you can walk into, like right in between the two pools or the two ponds. I keep messing up. Um, so yeah, and then I changed them to this color to kind of give it like an older look. I don't the witch and the sorcerer that I envisioned. I didn't really envision them being like evil, but I mean they could be if you depending on who would live in this house. But um, I envisioned more of like a nice witch, just someone who's a witch, because I think sometimes depending on how you play, sometimes you make the sim evil, or sometimes you just give them like a more like nicer, I guess, average kind of not average, but like not evil, not like crazy. And so I was kind of envisioning a more like just nicer witch who would live here. But I also kind of wanted to add in a more like older sort of less kept maybe kind of vibe. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I'm not good at explaining things, but yeah. Um, and so this part, as you see, it's pretty much all just the exterior, the 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 plants. I can't remember what they're called. Um, just like all the trees, and then the building the house, and then in the next part, it's mostly furnishing, and then also a little more exterior and like fixing some things that I didn't realize. But yeah, so we're adding the fence all the way around. I think this definitely was very expensive. It adds to the house's price. Yeah. Yeah. And then I tried to kind of use the plants to make it look nicer, the pond, to make it look a little more pond like. And then there's the fountain. I think. Oh, and right here, I kind of like this little touch of the tree and then some plants around it in the middle of the cement area. But I realized it was uneven, like, later. I don't know if it's going to be in this part or the next part, but it's a little uneven right now, but I'll fix it later. Um, yeah, I was just trying to add the plants around it to make it look nice. And then, yeah, I'm gonna add the terrain paint all the way around the house later or right now. Right now, I guess. Or never mind, I'll do it later. But I added it around to make it look a little more, like, not so perfect. And I placed this house, I built it in Windenburg, but I, yeah, I think, I don't know, because with the terrain paint, it kind of looks a little awkward next to it, because the grass on the neighboring lot is bright green, but I think it looks alright. It's not too, like, weird, I guess, I don't know. Um, and so, yeah, oh, this is landscaping. I'm really not good at landscaping. I try. I'm thinking I might buy the Romantic Garden stuff pack, because I've heard there's a lot more flowers and plants and stuff in there, which I think if I get it, maybe that would help me to have a bit more like creativity and differences, I guess, because I feel like I do the same thing every time. But yeah, and then here's the terrain paint, just changing the ground to kind of fit the vibe a little more. Yeah, there's the side entrance. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, and this is the part I was also having trouble with. I I'm gonna end up adding like a porch area, cause oh yeah, and I was confused about how to add railings to the stairs. I was on the wrong section. There we go. Um, so yeah, um, yeah, I do. I like those circular windows. I feel like it's kind of difficult to use them, but I like when I get a chance to use them. I think they're pretty windows, but it's like you can't use them in just every house because it definitely has to fit like the theme. And then here's me moving the bridge back so it's not so the two sets of stairs aren't so close. They are still kind of close, but I think I think they're not. I think it's good enough. They're not too close to where it's a problem. Yeah, now I was having difficulty. If you can see, the little part of the bridge is like bumping out, but I was able to fix it by making the pool or making the pond not diagonal on that side. Um, and then yeah, and I think we're about at the end of this video, so I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Sorry, this was probably hard to listen to, but if you want to watch the next part, it'll be me mostly furnishing, and then there's, yeah, so thank you for watching. I appreciate it. This is